Hey, welcome back to Found in AI. I'm Cassie Clark, an AI search visibility consultant and the host of the show where we talk about GEO, AEO, and what it actually takes to get inside of those AI generated answers. Today, Vlad and I sat down and we talked about what separates brands gaining visibility inside AI generated answers compared to those that just aren't. He told me that 25% of his agency's leads were coming from ChatGPT on just 100 clicks. I could keep telling you all the things that we talked about, but let's just jump right into that conversation.
So my name is Vlad Pivnev. I'm CEO of Stive, and we integrate AI into marketing and sales in different businesses. So I've done, how to say, I've doing marketing for 16 years, built a traditional digital agency. We had like more than 300 different projects, different businesses. But about 2 years ago, we saw that AI was going to wipe out the traditional digital marketing playbook. So we decided to pivot maybe or to create a company who focus on AI. So, and this is what we do. And our like main goal and idea to increase leads, revenue, new customers through different AI solutions. So including visibility inside ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, and so on.
And so on. Okay, so what patterns are you seeing now that more traditional marketing agencies maybe should be paying attention to?
Um, so actually, as a traditional marketing agency, so we see that um, our forecast 2 years ago. So we see that our thoughts was right. So because I think you clearly understand that like today, any LLM can help you to create a text, to create an image, create a design for website, build a code, and so on. So that's why it's happening here and now. It means that all traditional things we've done before, I mean, different services and solutions we've done, I don't know, 2 years ago, 4 years ago. So now it's cost almost zero. You know, like, I don't know, 5 years ago, we could sell, I don't know, creating an article and charge, I don't know, $200 for it for this, okay? But now it's clear that with LLM, it speed up the process, I don't know, 5 times more, 10 times more. So that's why it's shifting. And but here we see a lot of possibilities to build something new, something great. And we believe that if you work in digital, so you need to build a AI native company. So it means that we need to increase our revenue per every employee in your company. So thanks to AI, it's not so easy because it's clear that everyone can create a text, everyone can create an image, even code, even website. But the challenge is to convert it into profit, into new customers, into new leads, and so on.
So, what is your strategy for using the LLMs for your marketing? I mean, you don't have to give away the secret sauce, but like just in general, for using like AI for your marketing initiatives to get inside those AI answers.
So I would say that um, we we try a lot of things like every week, because it's clear that every week we see every week we have like new opportunities to in marketing, in sales. So, and if you understand that it can bring us some value, so we just try it and see, does it bring us something or not, because I would say that in maybe in 90% we get nothing, or we just spend time, because there are a lot of hype about LLM, about AI, and like if you read like XCOM, there are a lot of posts like, okay, fire your developers, fire your designers, marketers, founders, everyone. But in reality, it's not. So, and we try like different things. For example, I don't know, like 1 year ago, we realized that we need to push our businesses in LLM, in answers in LLM. And to be honest, like 1 year ago, it wasn't so obvious. So because today it seems that everyone, if you're talking about businesses, like almost everyone wants to be mentioned in LLM, especially for commercial requests. So, but 1 year ago, it wasn't so obvious. Okay. What else? For example, if you want to build a AI competitive intelligence, for example, you want to know what your competitors do, like, and you want to parse all information about your competitors in media, in blog, in social media, to understand what others do. So every business does it like from time to time, but usually it's like 1 time per year because it's costly. So now you can do it like every week and be the first in your field. So and so on and so on. It could be, I don't know, ad optimization with AI. It could be A analytics. It could be if you're talking about sales. So every sales department can speed up a lot of things, so they can get more leads and so on. So that's why to in a simple terms, so we do everything, like maybe dozens or maybe more than 100 different tests. So and from 100 tests, we have maybe like 10 successful case studies.
I really like how you're testing everything. Like that's been my entire premise over here. Let's just test it and see what works for gaining visibility inside those answers. So across the brands that you're working with or you're watching, um, what separates the ones from who are gaining visibility inside these answers to the ones who are just kind of stalling out?
What do you mean exactly?
So the ones that are like gaining visibility inside answers because they're doing all of these things, and the ones that are just not really. Like what separates the two? Is it their strategy? Is it their brand presence? Is it commenting on Reddit? What do you think?
So uh, if you're talking about AI visibility, we work with 5 things. The first one is uh, it's like a technical crawlability, so that I don't know, ChatGPT bot, Gemini bot, Claude bot, they can actually scan your website. So it sounds like basic, but what we see that half the brands fail this, you know. So if everything is okay with like technical crawlability, then we look and work with media mentions. So it means like if the brand inside listicles, I don't know, top companies and so on. Let's imagine that, yeah, top 10 companies in, I don't know, in United States or something like this, or best company for something. So LLM love these listicles, especially with um, with media, with like trust media. So the next one, and you mentioned like it's a forum presence. So like Reddit, Quora, Facebook discussions. So the model wants like social proof. And like it wasn't before. If you look at the traditional ACR, so it wasn't so important for Google that your brand that people discuss about your brand on Reddit. But for LLMs, it's important.
Hmm.
And moreover, LLMs, like for example, organic traffic from Google, and Google likes when there are a lot of links to your website. But if you're talking about LLMs, they prefer brand mentions without a link than link to your website. So the next step is like your brand positioning clarity. When an LLM reads about you, is it clear what you do and who you serve? So it's easy to check. You just can type in your brand in any LLM and say and ask some questions. How do you see our brand? What we do? Like our pros and cons and so on, and see what we have. Like point A, yeah. And the last one is reputation. I've seen a case when ChatGPT adds notes like be aware with this brand because of negative reviews. And like I think that that's a death sentence. I think so. For a brand. So that's why. So to sum up, it's like a technical crawlability. It's like meta mentions, forum presence, brand positioning, and reputation. Yeah.
And reputation. Okay, yeah, I have seen the negative mentions within those answers, and I also agree that it's a death sentence. Like I would not want my brand to be mentioned or not
Yeah.
that way. No,
Yeah.
thank you. No, thank you. Have you worked with any brands that are trying to fix their reputation?
So yeah, it's not so. Yeah, definitely we do, and it's like it's work with on both sides. I mean, on our side as an agency and on brand side as well. So because they need to integrate a system which can help to motivate people to leave reviews, because like if if a customer bought something, so usually they don't go to review platforms and leave a review if they're happy. If they are not happy, yeah, basically they go to a platform with reviews and leave something negative. So that's why you need to motivate people to leave reviews to to um, to help with social proofs for different brands. So yeah, but it takes time. I mean, to change the reputation from, I don't know, from negative to normal or positive. And in some cases it's hard work, but yeah, it's doable. And like it seems that now when I compare time without LLM and with LLM, the difference is that, let's say that 5 years ago, you, Cassie, could be, I don't know, best specialist in ACO or paid traffic. And it was enough for some businesses, like because you got leads, everything was okay, and so on. But now if you want to be mentioned in LLM, you need to work on your business in different things and as a whole company, as a whole brand. Like you should work with reputation, with ACO, with media, and so on. So it's more complex work, but at the end of the day, your brand or business will be more, I would say, like solid foundation.
So, question. When you talk with brands about AI search optimization or GEO, like they're coming to you, what is the misconception that they're bringing that you're having to correct? And I ask this because I think from where I'm sitting, when most people hear AI search optimization, they immediately think SEO. And yeah, that's a part of it, but like you just said, it's the whole business organization working together to get, your brand mentions, getting the media, the reputation just right. So what's the misconceptions that you're seeing from clients coming to you about this?
Um, Honestly, the way I think about it, we see GEO or LLM visibility just as just another source of traffic you have to work with, not a replacement for SEO, just an addition. And maybe the closest parallel, like, like 15 years ago, I think that you, Cassie, or other businesses, so we didn't have like an Instagram account, and nobody did. And today, maybe even every brand has one, and it became like the baseline. And 4 years ago, Geo didn't exist. Today, some brands are already actively trying to get into LLM answers, and a lot of them are just starting to realize they have to. So in 1 year, I don't know, maybe in 2 years and 3 years, being inside ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, or maybe other LLM, we don't know, is going to be, like, I think the same baseline as having like an Instagram account is today. So, and if you work, like if you're talking about digital marketing, we should work on social media marketing, ACO, PR, and plus geo or LLM visibility. So we see it like additional channel for different businesses.
Okay, yeah, that. I think it's an additional layer on top of everything else that you're already doing, but every other layer just kind of feeds into that one. Is that how you think about it too?
Yes and no. So I would say that so uh, like before you could work, I don't know, as I mentioned before, you can work on paid traffic and get leads, and you can have a successful business. But for now, it seems that there is a shift of people's behavior. It seems that more and more people ask LLM different answers, so different questions. So, and it means that my prediction is that more and more businesses, they will try to put it themselves into LLM's answers. So, and if you want to do it, you should work on many different directions. So it means that um, that geo will be like additional source of traffic with their rules, like what they like, like for example, LLMs really like, I don't know, Wikipedia. If you are mentioned in Wikipedia, it means that we should think how to mention our brand in Wikipedia. So the geo LLMs like, I don't know, Reddit. It means that we should think about, okay, how we can push our brand in Reddit, discuss different things and so on. So that's why, like before, if you want to work with any source of traffic in marketing, I don't know, you want to work with social media. So you need to think, okay, how to go viral with my posts, with my videos and so on. So the same for geo. Its rules to be mentioned in LLMs are different if we compare with ASIO. So that's why, yeah, to sum up, we just one more source of traffic, which can bring you a lot of leads, clients, and so on. And by the way, like maybe 6 or 8 months ago, we've seen this shift in our agency as well, because when we looked at the Google Analytics, we saw that a lot of leads, like almost like 25%, came from ChatGPT. And we saw it like, wow, how it's possible, But the traffic, it wasn't a lot of traffic. It was, I would say it's like, I don't know, 100 clicks. But at the same time, we had a lot of leads. It means that people really trust LLMs if you're talking about to choose, especially in B2B businesses, because, like if you, how to explain, let's say that Cassie, you you want to choose a CRM system for your business. It's clear that usually to choose a CRM system, it's your decision to choose a CRM provider for not for one day. Usually it's like, for 1 year, for 2 years, for 5 years. So, and you should think a lot about it. Okay, what is the right partner? So, and LLMs, they can help you to find the right partner. So that's the point. And people trust answers in LLMs.
Now, one thing that Vlad mentioned that I think doesn't get enough airtime is that competitive intelligence used to be a once a year project because it was so darn expensive and time consuming. But now you can run it weekly with these various AI tools. Here's how I would apply this specifically to AI search. When you pull an AI visibility audit, you're not just looking at where your brand shows up. You're also looking at which sources cited your competitors. Make a list of all of those sources and then ask 2 questions. First, is this a publication, an independent publication that earns citations? Or is it the kind of outlet that takes partnerships and contributed content? Because those 2 things are very different plays. One you can pursue, one you can't really buy your way into. But you can earn it, and that's actually the more durable citation anyway. That's going to be the starting point for your strategy this week. Figure out who's citing your competitors, figure out which doors are open, and then go knock on those doors. If you want help pulling that picture together, an AI search visibility audit covers all of that. Head over to CassieClarkMarketing.com. I will also have some information in the show notes. I will see you on Thursday for news update. Until then, stay visible.